of T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda this week, we'll be focusing on the achievements and activities of the Lagos State Drivers Institute, LASDRI, in line with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda. Do take a listen.
It's a new edition of T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda this week, a special report that focuses on the activities of the T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda of Lagos State Governor, 59th in its series. Driving in Lagos could be fun, but sometimes can be a peculiar task to some people, given the metropolitan nature of the state, which is home to over 20 million people from different tribes and religions. Lagos roads play host to over 5 million cars and 200,000 commercial vehicles. At a time, the national average stands at 11 vehicles per kilometer. In 2017, Lagos State recorded an average of 227 vehicles per kilometer of the road on a daily basis. In view of this, activities of drivers in Lagos have to be put on check to facilitate and bring about reduction of mistakes leading to carnages on the roads. In today's special report on T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda this week, Zainab Adebeshi of our News and Current Affairs Department delves into the achievements and activities of the Lagos State Drivers Institute with respect to the T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. In order to basically curtail the excesses of drivers while putting them in proper perspective, the Lagos State Drivers Institute, LASDRI, was established through a law number 13, published in the Lagos State Official Gazette of July 2007, to correct the driving mistakes of the past, where drivers drive on the highway without adequate training. The setting up of the institute in Lagos State was a bold step towards ensuring that drivers driving on Lagos roads are well schooled in the technology of driving by imbibing defensive driving techniques to reduce road crashes and traffic infraction, while improving the level of road literacy and ensuring a safe highway transportation system in the country. Apart from training and recertifying professional drivers, LASDRI also conducts vision tests and make appropriate recommendations. LASDRI also ensures trainee drivers comply with all the safety guidelines as part of their daily routine, as well as to ensure that good health and sound mind are key factors in safe driving, among others. The agency trains professional drivers in driving skills, road traffic rules and regulations, educate trainees on the proper use of the highway codes, improve driving techniques of all categories of drivers, organize conferences, seminars, workshops, and educational programs for professional drivers from time to time. The agency also ensures that all professional drivers are certified medically and mentally fit by the authorized medical authority, provides prospective employers with the driving history of professional drivers. The certification of existing driving schools, that of licensed drivers, conducting biometrics, on-site training for drivers of corporate organizations and commercial drivers, train-the-trainer workshops for driving school instructors, and public enlightenment advocacy programs, among others, are some of the ways the agency impacted positively on the drivers in the state. Its general manager, T.H.E.M.E.S, said in a bid to contribute to the transportation and traffic management in the T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the agency in the last 1 year has trained 57,775 drivers on mandatory classes, 299 on rehabilitation classes, 39 on structures classes, 917 on conductors accreditation, and processed 144 driving school application forms.
We have been able to expand. We don't want people to be coming and be crowded themselves in Oshodiye. For now, we have two harnesses. One at Ojodubaga. We are sharing the same building with Vehicle Special Services. Then, Ikotu Igodo, SCDA, we are operating there, just for us to have a kind of a safe environment. We don't want anybody to have issues of contacting disease from our hand. So what governor said we should do, we've done it. And all amenities that he said we should be providing, starting from running water, if you go to all our centers, it's already there. We have a infrared thermometer that we are using to check driver before they can come in. And at our entrance, We have big banner that says if you don't have face mask, you cannot even enter. Talk less of coming to do anything. So we have been able to achieve on that as well.
Furthermore, the general manager also reiterates that the institute was mandated to ensure that all professional drivers in the employment of both government and private organizations attend the institute for retraining and recertification every year towards updating skills, after which certificates of competence are issued to the drivers who have successfully completed training in the institute.
We are in COVID-19 era and it's a sensitive period. Safety of drivers is very germane to us in LASDRI. So I want to implore them to please comply with all the laid down COVID-19 procedure. One, washing their hands frequently, using their face mask, distancing from social gathering. They should shun party this time around. They should be calm. And at the end of the day, should therefore come to the institute for their yearly mandatory training program. And finally, be conscious of what they are going to be driving on Lagos Road. Because if they drive very bad, meaning we are not doing enough. So I want them to be outside there and be good ambassador of Lagos State Drivers Institute. By driving, continue to stay alive.
As part of efforts to ensure that drivers in Lagos State comply with safety guidelines during the coronavirus pandemic, the Lagos State Drivers Institute, LASDRI, distributed 200 face masks to professional drivers who presented themselves for training at the institute. The drivers were advised to comply strictly with the COVID-19 safety guidelines as issued by the Lagos State and federal governments.
So we take them on traffic laws, what they need to know about the laws that governs traffic in Lagos State. They will not take them on driver responsibilities because as a driver, they have responsibility to themselves, they have responsibility to the government, they have responsibility to the environment. So we take them on that. About their health is very, very important because there's an adage in Yoruba that says health is wealth. So health is wealth. We take them on that, what they need to take in the morning. You know, most often drivers, they take alcohol in the morning and it's not good for their health. So we take them on that, on their health. I mean, the need for them to check their BP, their sugar level and all those stuff. And this period of COVID-19, what they need to do.
He ensures that they make their payments to the bank. After they've done that, we will take their teller to the accountant to verify their payments. If it is true, then we bring them to the class for the class activities. We train them on how to use the road, how to be safe whenever they are using the road. After that, we ensure that they are all tested and ensure that their eyes are okay so they can use the roads better.
Drivers in the institute who have gone through different trainings in the institute also shared their experiences on all what they have been taught in class and on how best they can apply it when using the roads.
I've been coming 3 years ago and I learned a lot. Defensive driver, had to take care of my VIP and road sign, all those. They have to obey the law. They have to follow up. That's the advice.
I've been learning a lot. The first time I came here is about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I discovered that many things that I forgot. I've been driving more than 20 years now. But things that, anytime I came here, I realized that I recollect many things that I forget on driving. So I really gain a lot since I've been coming here. I think the government have a lot of things to do because some of the drivers, they don't like to come to this place because of time, maybe ignorance of people. They don't know it doesn't have the meaning for them. If it have meaning for them, they will like to come here. I always like to come here to learn more. We learn every day. I really appreciate it. If government can still continue on that.
I've been driving for a very long time. I think I've been driving, let's say, 10, 15 years now. So we'll be mandated that as a professional driver, we should come for the training, and the experience so far has been okay. Because there are some things you don't know before that people here will teach you or will remind you. You might have been trained by VIO, but you might have forgotten because of your daily activities. But here, they will remind you of those things. They will tell you the signs, how you have to obey the law and the offenses. And they will even teach you the law. your responsibility to yourself, to the society, to the government, and even to your vehicle.
Aside from all the achievements listed above, the agency also collaborated in roadshow tagged Don't Drink and Drive, organized by Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM in November and December 2019 to sensitize motorists on the dangers of reckless driving during and after Ember months. There is no doubt, however, that with the 5 centers and 2 annexes of the Lagos State Drivers Institute located across the state at Ikeja, LSTC Yard at Oshodi, Ikorodu Center, Lagos State Ministry of Transportation Yard, Odonguyon, Ikorodu, Lagos Island Center, Oja Market, Lagos Island and Ekpe Center, Lagos State Ministry of Transportation Yard, Ekpe, Itokin Road, Ekpe, and Vehicle Inspection Service VIS Headquarters, Ojoju Beja, and Ikotun Igondo Local Council Development Area, Igondo. The Lagos State government, under the leadership of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has empowered LASDRI to effectively carry out its responsibility and ready to take the state to greater heights and ensure carnages are reduced on the roads. With this, we have come to the end of this week's edition of the special report on the activities and achievements of the T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda, focusing on Lagos State Drivers Institute. This program is a production of Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. For feedback, you can follow us on all our social media platforms. Twitter at Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel Traffic Radio 961. I am Abiola Fagbolagun.
You just listened to another edition of T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda this week, which focused on activities and achievements of Lagos State Drivers Institute, LASDRI, in line with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration's T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda. Do watch out for a repeat